So, materia. Real quick. Effectively, if you have equipment. So let's take a look-see here. You can see that sometimes they have those little green dots with materia. It is like right underneath the craftsmanship thingy. I can't put the pointer on it, but you can see that. Those green little like empty bubbles. In that, you can put materia. Now, generally, if you have any equipment, it either has 1 or 2 slots. You see that all of these have 2 slots, and generally, like any earrings or that kind of stuff has 1 slot. And then beyond that, you have the materia itself. Let's go show some. So, you have the red materia, the purple materia, the yellow materia, the green and the blue materia. Green and blue is for crafters and gatherers, so you don't need to worry about that. Purple materia is for action or spell speed, which is generally seen as useless, so you don't have to worry about those. Yellow, I believe, is specifically for healers and for tanks, but no one really uses them, so you don't have to worry about it too much. But if you were to play a healer or a tank, then maybe you'd look into it. But in general, don't worry about it. So all we got is the reds. Now, as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and currently it goes until 12, I believe. These are just like the different levels of power. It says here base item level 690. That's where you kind of can figure out like which equipment this is made for. Like this is base item level 15, so any item level that's level 15 or higher, you can use that for 70, that kind of stuff. But it's just, I believe 1 until 6 is from Realm Reborn, and then afterwards every expansion gets 2 more. So that's why we're in 11 and 12 now, I believe. The one thing that's special with that is, let's see, so this is a 12, and this is an 11. Both of those are for item level 690, but you can see that one of them gives way more critical hit than the other, because one of them gives 54, that's the materia 12, and the materia 11 gives 18. The reason why is because these 12s, or 10s, or 8s, or 6s, I believe, you can only have those in the first slot of an item. Hence why those give way more, and then the rest of the slots you fill out with your 11s instead, with the plus 18s. There's 3 different types of the red ones, which is for critical hit, for determination, and for direct hit. Critical hit increases the amount of damage you do on a crit, and it increases your chance to crit. Determination, let me check this to be sure. An amount of damage dealt by both physical and magical attacks, as well as the amount of HP restored by healing spells, and direct hit is... direct hit is like a weird little additional crit mechanic. Just see it as an additional crit mechanic. And generally, whenever you're doing a DPS thing, like you are with Monk, you want to do critical hit and direct hit, but don't worry too much about it. Now, what you want to do, let me go grab one of these and one of those, just to give like a little example. Actually, is that helpful? I think it is. Yeah. Now, you can affix materia yourself. You could, if you wanted to. But you need to have crafters that are high enough level and that kind of stuff, which you definitely don't have. But you don't have to worry about that, because this game has... materia melders. Every city has one at least, and often you can also find some of them somewhere around. And you just go to them and you'll be like, let's see, I think my Viper doesn't have any materia yet. Yeah, Viper doesn't have any materia yet. And you right click, materia melding, and I go to what I have equipped. And then you have this little list. Now this is where the stats come in, because one of the things that is so terrifying is like, which stat do I have to do and whatever. Let me select my main weapon. These are the 4 main stats, and give or take, critical hit is the most important, then direct hit rate, then determination, then skill speed. But if you don't want to have to remember that, just remember that these 4 are the ones that are important for your character. And it will show you the different 4s depending on which equipment. Like, it will show you the 4 ones for gathering if you have gathering. Let's see. Here is one for gathering. And you see, it shows like the gathering and craftsmanship stuff. Now, back to those. You can see here, it says critical hit 380 out of 380. Which means if I put a critical hit on it, it's not going to do anything, because I'm already in the max. I do have room for some more determination, and I have no skill speed and no direct hit rate on this one, because both of them are at 0. As such, I probably don't want to use this Savage Aim material that gives critical hit on this one. Let me look. Here, the Van Braces I still have some room for critical hit. Then the first slot, I put in this one, submit, cost me 2,000 gil, and boom. Now it has that, and now it has 54 more critical hit chance that I have on my stats. And I can add the other one there, submit. Yeah. And that is effectively all it is. If you go in here now, you see that it has the Savage Aim materia 12 and 11 on it. That's it. You can always, this is one of the nice things, you can just retrieve the materia. You can just say, cool, I've used it. I don't want it on this anymore. I want it on something else. You can just retrieve it and be done with it. Now, one of the reasons why you might want to use materia on lower level gear is on dungeons that you get level synced. So say, for example, you're level 70, you have level 70 equipment, and you get level synced down to like level 50, for example, or whatever. Your equipment's item level gets synced down, but your materia doesn't. So you still then have whatever the item level sync is of critical hit, but then you still get at least a decent bit of a bonus of your materia on top of that. Hence why it could be interesting if you do some specific type of content. Probably still not that interesting for you, but yeah. But yeah, where we see, I can always just retrieve it. Boop. There is a small chance it doesn't work on like really high level equipment, but on the lower level equipment it doesn't matter. You can just get it back. And like one of the things what makes this a grind for me at max level is if I go to meld and do it myself, and I melt this one here, and yes, it will succeed. Here's the difference. Oh, you're not allowed. Hold on. I think these might not allow over melding. I see. Yes, advanced melding forbidden. I see. Well, I can show one other way. See those little red ones here? Those are on my bard outfit. If you do it yourself, you can attempt to put up to 5 materia on any piece of equipment, aka penta melding. The thing is, with every piece of materia that you put on it after the first 2, your chances significantly increase of it failing and you losing the materia. This is why it's a really big fucking grind, because you can easily like need 100 or more materia to pentameld a single set of equipment. Because your percentages start getting real low. This is a 7% chance. So, while you do the math, I need on average I think 17 or 18 pieces of materia to get the last one on this. And I had to do this a few more times before, so yeah, that's where it really becomes grindy at endgame. But that's something you do not have to worry about at any time. So yeah, that's materia. That's all of it. This was really rambly, and I hope the audio quality was fine, because I am not going to check it. Because that is too much effort for what I've already done.